Audio Jungle.
Someone else want to do the intro?
I want to see your Dewey say it.
What?
Hey, what's up?
And what's up, everyone? You always do that.
I know. I was just saying if we want to spice it up.
I want to see Dewey do it.
And we're back with another episode of Off the Woodwork Podcast. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Now we're going to start. You know, it's a brand new day, brand new episode. Let's get to it.
We're just going to jump right into
We're
it.
going to jump right into it like it's cold water.
Christian, go.
I like cold water with ice on top of it.
Isn't that what makes it cold if there's ice?
Yeah, but makes it more cold with more ice.
Damn, sheesh.
I'm going to start this off with Barcelona's revival. As we all know, best team in the world. Everyone.
Right in the Europa League and not the Champions
Shut
League.
up, you. Yeah, laughing. Hey, man, every team starts from somewhere, dude. Barcelona started from the bottom and came back up top. Beat Real Madrid.
That's true. That was
Like,
they didn't just beat Real Madrid though. They kind of spanked them.
they did destroy them. And, like, don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of people be all like, you know, Real Madrid beat Barca in these past couple of years. But, like, it's not like it's a big difference, like a 4-0, nil. Like, when you beat a well-renowned team like Real Madrid or just any type of good team, it's like, damn, bro, like, you're beating them like 5-0, 4-0. You just go back and be like, damn, is that really the team that is good?
Bro, they got spanked.
That is true.
Spanked. That's it.
It's true. It's kind of like it's always, since it's a El Clasico, it's always a great game to watch. But it's still just shocking when they like one team just dominates like that. Because I mean, it's Real Madrid. They've been having a pretty good year like so far, and it's like can't even score one. You know, I don't know the stats behind the game and stuff, but obviously
4-0.
4-0. Yeah, that's just something's up with that. You know, I don't know. It's just kind of it's always interesting, but that's what makes it such a great rival and something you got to watch every time it happens, no matter what league, competition, whatever it is. If those two go against each other, you gotta watch it, or at least watch the highlights, because something good always comes out of it.
Barca's new signings came out to play in that game, though, because Aubameyang had
Oh, he
2
did?
goals.
Two and an assist or something.
I think
Not
so.
two.
Ferran Torres,
On Torres.
Adama Traore.
Damn. I was joking. I was taking a moment to think about, like, the destruction.
Moment of silence for Real Madrid fans. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Johnny Boy, if you're watching.
I was kidding.
Sheesh. Someone getting transferred for sure out of Real Madrid after that.
The defense was getting played on. That I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I mean, ever since Sergio left, it ain't been the same.
that's how it is with most
Ramos,
defensive captains.
like when you
know?
leave, defensive captain leaves the team, bro. Defense goes like,
Yeah, like think
Especially,
about Puyol when he was there.
When he was there, bro, it was like
It was tight.
It was-
he kept everything unlocked. He checked everyone. He didn't care if you liked him or not. He wanted to make sure like you're at your spot and your best. You're on your toes.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see the clips of him. Even if they're winning and their players are celebrating, he's like, "Shut the fuck up."
He'll come grab them.
Like,
Yeah.
let's go. The game's not over. He always had that like 0-0 mentality. No matter what the score was, it's not over till the final whistle blows. And when a player like that leaves, it's very hard for someone. People try to step up, but those are big shoes to fill. Center, defensive, and the captain. That's big.
it's a lot of discipline. So
It is a lot of discipline. I remember like a quote, well, not even the quote, just like from like Kobe Bryant when they asked him like why isn't he smiling in the up 2-0? He's like, job's not done, and he's not wrong. Just imagine obviously like the up, the same thing concept, say 2-0 aggregate, and like the all like the friends are celebrating, but the captain's not. He's like, it's not done. Like, what if they come back? It happened with PSG.
100%.
It happens a lot. It goes down history. Like Barca got smacked by Bayern down the road too, but then Barca smacked PSG. It came back. Like there's a lot of comebacks, and the big comeback I remember still to this day was that Watford jersey I got off the banner thing. Like, dude, you can't just you never want to give up on any moment until that whistle is blown.
Yeah,
I still just hear that clip in my mind when
Yeah.
Watford was in the championship in the playoffs, and then the whole Dini.
And they kick in and like, dude, he took off his shirt. I would have done the same
Took
thing,
off his shirt
man.
and
Those
started running
goosebumps
off.
and
I probably would do what like Messi did, like ran into the crowd too, and just like, let's go.
Jump, just crowd surf.
Yeah,
Jump
crowd
into the
surf and all that. But let's get back to basically Barca's revival. Going through the years, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really watching Barcelona just because they weren't playing how like I liked how obviously when Xavi was playing, Iniesta, Messi up top, defensive Puyol, VK, Alves. I mean, some of the defense is still there, just not back. Dani Alves came back.
I mean, Piqué's still there, but
Yeah, Piqué's
didn't,
still there.
didn't they have them?
Younger version.
Yeah,
but like younger
Didn't-
version. That's what I'm
Didn't they
saying.
have him playing forward? Like one game, I thought they put him in forward or something.
No, but he does go up. That's the thing. Like he just pushes up.
Like before they got their new signings, they had like in one game they like switched into forward.
I feel like maybe like
I wasn't
attacking
watching.
wing or something like that. I
Yeah,
feel like
it
there
was like they put him in
feel like there
attacking
was
wing or something.
one where you're just like, okay, something's not right.
Yeah,
but
and it was like the old manager too. What is his name? Raikkonen or some shit like
I
that.
don't know. It was in that stage.
I'm
Where
talking about, if it's the early manager, it's Coleman. That's the earliest.
Oh, Ronald
closest.
Koeman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was just a weird stage that you never knew what to expect.
yeah,
every
that was
game.
so weird,
That.
dude.
I mean, I swear, wasn't it PK that like he started his career as like a striker or something like that?
For Manchester, no, I think.
Probably.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised.
I'm like pretty sure
A lot of players start in one position and then end up moving somewhere else.
and become like a better player in that position, which just makes it
Yeah.
weird.
Well, Bale started out as like a left back, and then he moved to forward, and then like right wing type of thing.
I started off as a striker.
How'd that go for you?
I think we all know.
Hey, so Xavi, manager of the year or what? He's bringing it
Honestly,
back, bro. You gotta give him his
look,
credit,
like,
Bringing it
bro.
back,
He's bringing it
Dude.
back. Look, but you gotta give Xavi his own credit too, because like even I forgot where was he playing? Like was it in India or was it in
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia? Like he took that team and made them champions. Like literally,
He turned
And-
them into the like Saudi Arabia Barcelona
Barcelona.
team.
Yeah, like he probably gave all the rules he gave when obviously back then when he's I see things talk about like he's the embodiment of like Pep Guardiola. Like they both kind of like coached each other, but Pep was obviously older, so he knew how to manage. And I mean, even with Pep's out right now in City, like he's still doing fantastic. I kind of hoped he went back to Barcelona, but he stayed over there, or like at least Man United
He's gonna be
whip the
leaving
sheet.
soon. I think Pep's contract is up soon, unless he signs another one.
Where's he going next?
I don't know, but it's gonna make me sad. He's been our best manager in a while.
Yeah, you see how that feels with United when managers keep coming and going and
And they're
it's not as good.
they're still struggling with
Yeah,
that.
It's crazy though to see him transition from like a player to manager. Like, that's very crazy.
yeah.
Some of those like players that convert to managers do really well, others don't. Like some people
Yeah,
are
those are
good,
good examples.
players but horrible managers. Some were not so good players but good managers, and then you have like the in between.
And it kind of sucks because if they played for that for that team and they're gonna go coach it, the pressure and all the eyes are on them even more than just like some of these guys have coached before or played before, and then they just became coaches. But one they coached some other team, it was whatever. But now they're coaching their past team they played for. The pressure, and it's kind of interesting to watch. Like I feel bad, but I understand where that pressure is coming from. They played. Most of them played when those teams were like dominating and stuff.
Like
so.
in their prime years, like like Xavi, for example, playing for Barcelona in Barcelona's prime, and then now managing it. Got off to a shaky start at first, but I feel like that's every manager. Like when you start somewhere, there's gonna be those kind of games. You're getting your feet in the water, just kind of getting the sense for everything. But yeah, now Barcelona's on a winning streak right now, and they are transforming back into, I feel like not the old Barcelona, like prime Barcelona, but they're slowly getting there.
It's the new age. It's the new
The new
era.
age.
You have to move on at one point, and that's what I think is happening. Obviously, there's still the passion, what the team is, who Barcelona is, which is they're still continuing that. But obviously, the players have changed. It's the younger kids coming up, so you have to change the playing styles in a sense and all that. So it's the same but new Barca,
New
coming in,
era.
and it's really good to watch. And I'm glad we experienced like a good prime time of Barca. Then they went
Yeah.
to not a good stage, and now we're watching them
Rebuild
rebuild into a brand new,
Barcelona.
and it's gonna be really cool to watch. I'm excited to see how they do.
Yeah, I honestly believe in the youth and the La Masia, and I really think it's a good idea that Xavi's actually like looking, down towards the youth, because you can always sign, someone who's like little growing up. There's a lot of stars
Mm-hmm.
coming up, and like I just felt like past managers did not like really like see the potential in like the youth. And, like I feel like some signings of Barca like going up to that time was just like okay, like you have a a good player or like a decent player, like you just put him out there and they're not doing so good for the club, like especially if they're on loan. Like why would you throw a player out there and like why don't you care about your team's fitness, how they're doing? Like Xavi as a coach when he came in, like he definitely obviously reformed, check everyone. I believe he said like individually he checks up on like each of his players.
As
And
a manager should, I feel like you should have like just check-ins with your team, just make sure everyone is doing well, like mentality-wise.
I
making
mean,
sure you're all.
if you think about it, we do it ourselves when you play FIFA. When you're playing as your
Yeah.
ultimate team or your career mode, you're like an ultimate team. You could, I mean, prices of course are outrageous, but you can sign any player in the market. There's no restrictions. There's no nothing. But you try to go based off of chemistry. I want to go to shoot for these guys in this region or this type of attacker. It all depends on what abilities you have as a coach. Some of these coaches have to follow all these rules from the board, and sometimes the board gives them more flexibility of who you can sign, who you can reach out to, and all that stuff. How you control, the rules you set for the team, and sometimes I think that affects it. And sometimes I think the board knows that this manager will not take them to that next step, so we're not going to give you a whole bunch of power. We're just putting you're here right now until we find the next guy.
These are the expectations we expect. It really is like FIFA career mode.
It
here's,
is.
Here's the expectations you have to
Yeah.
achieve.
And I
If you
mean-
don't achieve those, then you're out.
Exactly, and it seems kind of dumb because obviously FIFA tries to make it as realistic as possible.
yeah,
But it's like one of those where you don't think of it because, like, for us, you just see it as a game. But it's like they do that in real life. These coaches go through the same stuff as us. They have to read emails from the board. They have to do new player meetings, talk to
Player
agents,
conversations.
all that stuff. And it's kind of, I mean, oh, you're a coach. You just tell them how to play. And it's like, no, there's actually a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that,
You don't see, like we don't.
that's the work they're putting in. Come game time, it's all the players now, You can
They're-
only do so much as a coach on the sideline.
They're signing the youth players that have an overall of a 47, but a potential of like 89 or something.
Yeah.
for real.
They could sign mine. That was a overall 18 goalkeeper.
I would have done well.
I'm going on a limb. I'm telling you. I'm gonna make him. He's gonna be my starter.
When's that next video coming out, by the way?
Oh,
Off topic
true.
here,
I gotta
but like,
edit that one. I might do that tomorrow, or not tomorrow. I'll do that Friday since I'm gonna edit this as well.
No way. We'll figure it all out. But
anything else with Barca revival, Christian?
yeah, with the revival, it like you said too, it did take time to implement everything as well. Because I believe when he first started, it was a tie or a loss. But with the mentality, I believe of like Xavi and the club you love, I believe you could always bring back, a great team. I feel like a lot of people like took up Barcelona off and was all like, nah, I want to support them, this and that, or something, But once they finally got someone who understood the club and just, like in my opinion, honestly, if they shined Xavi earlier, Messi probably could have still been there. They probably would have won Champions League. That's how big of a step I am.
They
with
just
that.
needed a manager with balls, bro. Let's be honest.
Can you imagine?
You look at
had
Xavi
that.
right now on the sideline, bro. You look at him. He looks fucking scary. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen Xavi on the field
Like a hedgehog.
1,001 times, bro.
He does.
You
talk.
see
He's
him.
been so
You
quiet
see him
over there.
in the freaking sideline, bro. And you're like, damn, this dude look angry as hell, and they're winning by 1. They're up 1, and he's still fucking mad, bro. Like, that's the type of energy you need to have as a coach. Like, you got to be like, yo, I don't care who you are. I don't care if we just signed you. Like, you're gonna get benched if you don't play how I tell you to play. Because I mean, it's all about like you do have to give some creativity to the player though. Like you got to let them decide their own decisions in the field. But at the same time, you got to put the guidelines. Like, you can't pass this boundary and you can't pass this boundary. But between this and this, you can do whatever you want. But you start playing a little bit outside of this, I'm not going to take that. You know, and he's bringing back the tiki taka, like the passing and stuff. Because, like, I feel like for a long time, they've been trying to play that, like, long pass through ball thing.
The direct route.
Direct route. And then, like,
forcing.
And then, like, something as simple and, like, such a grassroots to Barcelona is pass.
It's a little triangle.
It's a ball. Yeah, it's all about possession. The more you possess the ball, the more tired they're gonna get because they're more chasing. The more frustrated they're gonna get.
Yeah.
So they're gonna play friskier. They're gonna do things that they're not trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good way.
So it just goes with it. But you just, at the end of the day, you just need a manager that's not gonna put up with like your BS as a player.
Sure.
And I think he brings it because like he's a legend at
agree.
the club. So it's like maybe the last manager, let's say you're, I don't know, Messi or whatever. So you're like, yo, I'm Messi, or like I'm PK. Like what are you gonna tell me? You know? But it's like Xavi's the manager now. Like what are you gonna tell Xavi that he doesn't know and he hasn't lived? You know what I'm saying? And it's like you get to have a manager like that, and you're like, oh shit, like I can't even talk BS back to him because, you know, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of the club. He's been it. He's done it all. He's won World Cup. Everything you can imagine, he's won it. What am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna say? If I don't play by his rules, I'm not gonna get playing time.
Yeah, that definitely goes down to back with him in practice, and I believe I was talking with my dad too. He's like, you know, if you're not performing in practice, you're not gonna be playing or even performing in the game.
Practice how you would play in a game.
Yeah,
that sounds like.
I believe that's exactly what he says too. You know, because I mean, think about it. You know, if you're not gonna play good right here in practice, like why would I put you out there? You know,
Exactly.
It's like when you warm up before a game too. It's like if you're gonna be lackadaisical about it and you like just don't give two shits about it, like your warm up, you're just kind of walking through it, being lazy. That's gonna transfer over to the game, and you're gonna start slow, and it's gonna come back and bite you. You gotta practice like how you're gonna play in the game.
Yeah, the coach is watching big time because this is the time at practice where he can set up any scenario, put you in any position, put any, like, in a game you can't like hold on, can we practice a free kick? Like, no. And if you're at practice doing a
pause, that's not how we
like a scrimmage, like say at practice, you can literally like nothing happened, you're like, pause, we're gonna do a free kick scenario. Can't do that in a game. So now he can see that, you know, coaches get to do whatever they want at the practice stuff. So that's why you got to go 100% because he can see any scenario, free kick, PK, indirect, you know, just all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I fully agree. You need to practice how you would play.
and with that being said,
we
who would like?
What's
Yeah,
up?
who
What's
would like
up?
to?
What we
Who would
trying
like
to
to
talk
push
about?
on? Who would like to?
Andrew, you want to go? Huh?
Doesn't matter.
Do I need to point a laser at your eyes?
Do you want to go?
Do you want to go,
You
Arnie?
just-
Yeah.
I
You were
feel like
dropping
you're-
it right
You're
there.
just like,
Oh.
okay, boom, there we go, Arnie.
Alright.
Go
Do we
ahead.
need to drop the lasers on your eyes so you missed it?
Laser light show. Cue it
Laser
up.
light show.
Laser light show.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew.
Hey, so what do you guys think about that what was it, Senegal Egypt game?
PK.
All the freaking
Not controversy, but just like what happened during it. Well, first off, I feel bad because
Yeah.
like Salah is missing the World Cup, and it's like it came down between either Mane's gonna miss the World Cup or Salah. Two Liverpool teammates going at it against each other. Went down to
Mendy. Come
Mendy.
on.
Oh, sorry, Chelsea. Sorry, Chelsea goalkeeper. But yeah, went down to PKs, and then as we all saw, the whole lasers in the faces of the PK takers.
It went the whole game though.
yeah.
Non-stop lasers. In my opinion, completely unacceptable
Yeah.
and inappropriate.
Like I've seen
Yeah.
lasers before in games, but I think this is the
not
worst.
that quality. That
When literally like it seemed like what is it, a free giveaway? The first 5,000 people get a laser. Like
instead of a
that was
scarf, you
bad.
get a laser
Well.
pointer.
All I'm saying is some company just made a shit ton of money because they were all green lasers. You notice
No.
that? Like some company just got a shit ton
Yeah.
of money because they were all the same lasers. There wasn't like a blue one or a red one. They were all,
All
green.
green.
Like I don't know if there's a science that green is the most like irritating laser or something, but like you notice that they were all green. I was like, that was terrible. I felt bad.
Do we think that the game needs to be replayed in like a neutral stadium?
See, I was thinking about that, Like,
do we think it's like
That's
too late
hard.
now?
I think it's too late. Obviously, they're gonna get pissed. I mean, because the
Yeah.
whole because it was too late. That's the one thing. It was 2 legs. That's why it went down the PKs because the Egypt own goal. That scenario, no, that stuff. So like, I don't know. I think it's too late. Hopefully next.
4 years.
Well, like that or like the African Cup, because I guarantee you it happened during that as well. I guarantee you. And then yes, of course, in the World Cup, just work on it more. You know, I was watching the security guards were constantly pointing like, oh, there's the laser. Oh, there's the laser. But it's like, obviously, they take one away, 5 more appear out of nowhere. Like, there's no way you can. Apparently, lasers aren't brought up through the scanner or whatever when you go through security. So that's another note. You know, it's just.
You know how powerful that laser has to be, though?
Dude,
To-
no,
for
Pretty-
you to-
no,
for you
that's
to see
pretty
it-
good.
No, for you to see, like, okay, you can see a laser in person, and you can very obviously see it. Now, try to see the same laser through a camera. You might be able to see most of it, but not as how it feels in person, right? But now, from the stands, like, you're talking about maybe, like, what, 100, 150, 200, 300 feet. That's got to be a pretty powerful laser, you know what I'm saying?
They had that aim, you know, they were steady hand, you know, they were right on his eyeball. They were like, I would have been shaking.
Dude.
Is that my laser or am I over here? Like, I don't even know which
And then,
one
like,
it
I'm
was.
pretty sure we've all, like, when we were little, or maybe me, because I used to sniff glue and stuff, like, you looked at a laser once and you turn it on in front of your eye and stuff, and you're like, oh,
I thought you were gonna say you pointed up at the sky. I'm like, that's illegal now.
Fun fact.
Really?
This is
Yeah, you can't shine a laser up in the sky.
this is like totally random. I learned this in school, but if you take like a laser and you turn the lights off and then you put baby powder like over where the line would be, you could see the line.
I can, yeah.
Like,
That's
dead ass. Like I
pretty
learned
cool.
this in school. So like if I pointed at the wall and we turn the lights off, this whole line you wouldn't see. But if you take baby powder, then you'd see it. It's so trivial. I don't know science, but
Pretty cool.
Andrew's gonna go rob a bank that's protected by lasers. He's gonna have a bag of baby powder just with him and just
like I don't know if like flour were. I don't know if it's like too heavy or something. But like I learned it was baby powder and shit. I was like, it's kind of dope. Side thing, but yeah,
sidebar.
lasers.
Imagine that on your eye, though. On your eye.
As you're trying to take a free kick or a PK,
Now, so other players got shined lasers on their face. Not as bad as Salah, of course, but like, what like how much of the percentage of Salah missing it was the lasers, and how much of him missing it was him like missing that?
I mean, how often does he miss?
I don't know. I don't watch him enough.
He don't
Honestly,
miss.
I don't think often he misses
He
either,
don't
you know?
miss.
Just think about, like, usually renowned forwards don't really miss like that as much,
shouldn't
you
miss
know?
PKs.
He don't miss, man.
I think they I believe there's talk about actually practicing PKs, I think, in practice for professionals now.
Dude,
Or
come
even
on.
in general, like just practicing.
He's the curly-headed Egyptian legend. He don't miss. It's in his freaking DNA,
He
dude.
missed.
He don't miss. He don't.
He did though.
The man don't miss.
He did though.
He
That's
did.
okay.
over 22 PKs for Liverpool.
He did.
How
Did
many?
he make,
how
do
many
you know
has
how
he?
many he made?
Over 14% of Salah's goals have been penalties.
Over 14%. That's not bad.
Over 14% of his goals.
Goals,
Like, not if he made or-
that's not. Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy. 14%. That's like a weird.
14% of his goals. That's
Yeah, I
not
want
bad.
to know
That's not bad.
Ronaldo's, honestly.
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta go at like Jorginho or Fernandez. You know, the ones that take this shit
I
every time.
want to see Ronaldo's because he always took it in Real Madrid usually.
I don't know. It's just one of those things to think about. You know how much. You know, obviously.
There's the pressure of it just being a big game. It's like you're taking a PK to see if you're gonna be
Oh, yeah,
going
and
to
I
the
mean-
World Cup or
Yeah.
not.
Because he went first, right?
Yeah, he did go first.
Like,
Yeah, he
that-
did.
That's always. That's just.
Well,
it's pressure right there.
I feel like in those types of PK situations too, like the kind of bigger name players, they usually want to go like fourth or fifth, and I'm like, he goes first.
Third and
That's
fourth. That's how I would, like whoever you're like captain or top player, usually third or fourth. Like that's how I would do it if I was a coach. That's why I always say that stuff, and it shocked me that he went first. I was like, because didn't Mane go fifth?
Mane went last.
Yeah, he was the last one. You know, so it's like I don't know.
I don't know, there was that game, but then there was also the Algeria Cameroon game. No lasers in that one, but Algeria scores in like the 98th minute and like ended up going to extra time. Algeria scores in the 98th minute to like, oh, they're gonna go to the World Cup. Like they thought they won it, and then Cameroon scored in like the 118th minute, and they ended up going through.
I was like, man.
Is Eto'o still playing?
No.
No,
I don't.
Who?
No. Eto?
Eto,
No.
No.
Eto.
a toe.
Eto.
Surprising
Okay,
enough,
I
I
believe
feel like he
not.
announced his retirement not that long ago. Like, in all honesty, I think he was like playing one of those like weird teams.
He's an
Oh.
icon in FIFA, so he
Somewhere
I don't
in
think he can
China.
still be playing right now.
about to say. China.
Playing in the China Super League, getting like 15 million euros a year.
And Iniesta still playing in China, I believe.
Japan.
Iniesta?
Japan?
Japan. I think
Oh.
Vessel.
Yeah, he retired in 2019.
Yeah, Eto. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah. Oh, he's in Qatar.
Oh,
What are the odds of that?
the money countries, oil-rich countries.
Qatar right now World Cup winners.
Dude, oh my
Did you see
God.
the? They put out the stats of how like which countries have purchased the most tickets. Qatar is number 1. USA is second.
What the?
USA and I want to say it was either Mexico or Canada. Like they're in the top the top 3 of people
Buying world-
purchasing tickets.
oh.
I was like, okay, not jinxing or whatever. USA isn't even in it yet.
Yeah.
They should be in it, but that's a different
Yeah,
conversation.
but
Well,
you
that
know,
will be
USA has different ethnicities in here, so
Yeah, but it's still kind of weird that like not like China, but Qatar, like other ones make sense if it's in France or Germany. That makes a little bit
Qatar.
more. But Qatar, like like
It'd be cool to see the new stadiums that they're building, though.
oh, true.
like-
I mean, I would want to go. Like I'm not saying
Yeah.
like, oh, you guys are stupid. Like I'd want to go. I just
I mean, it does seem reasonable because they don't really gotta pay for
Honestly,
flights.
we want to go to the World Cup in Qatar,
So if you
and
can
you guys as
sponsor us-
you guys as viewers, you guys are not doing that for us. So you guys got to donate or something.
World Cup's this year, like in
Yeah. So it's not that far away. So you know, you guys.
It's coming. Wait, it's in the summer.
Just,
Oh, no, it's in the winter.
Our
Oh,
winter,
winter.
their summer.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
we're
okay.
gonna drop Andrew's Venmo. So if we can't send all 4 of us to the World Cup, we can at least send Andrew.
I
Yeah.
go by myself.
Yeah. Well, at least send Andrew so he can vlog the.
That
you
would
know,
be so funny to see
vlog-
his
by
vlog.
Yeah, he's gonna vlog
see,
it.
We'll
let
see
us
him on
know.
TV and
Dude,
That's Andrew. Hey, that's Andrew.
you'll get one where
Call
there's
every
like
game,
3
I'm
in.
right here.
if we can finance someone to go, I would vote for Andrew.
Yeah.
I mean,
Andrew.
I would go too, but I just feel like I'd get sidetracked
Put
with
you in
like,
a suitcase. I'd lose you. I feel. Like.
yeah, I feel like I'd get
Are you
lost.
behind me? No, where'd he go?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Gotta keep him on a leash or something.
Go to the bathroom, then he's outside of the stadium somewhere. But
Give him one of those backpacks that have the leash attached.
I've seen those at the mall.
Come on,
I get
honey,
it with the
come
the
on.
extender, so then I can click the button, pulls him back.
He's like a dog. He's goes too far, it chokes him or something.
Well, how about this? 2026. Let's save up for that
Oh,
one.
yeah, let's go be here in
That's huge.
U.S.
That's here-
US,
where's
Mexico,
it?
and
Where's it
Canada,
gonna
right?
be?
Well,
Here
they haven't announced anything.
or-
All I know is Canada has 2 stadiums, Mexico has 3, and then USA gets 1.
Oh, so it's like between the 3
yeah,
countries.
they did a joint bid. They got it.
Which should be
That's
interesting.
pretty
because-
cool.
only thing
Has it ever been done before?
Not well. I think joint bids have done, just not 3.
3. Because it's gonna be interesting. Because usually the host country automatically qualifies for the World Cup. So now what are you gonna do if there's 3 countries?
Well, they qualify. That's it.
Well, see, that's I brought it up when I was talking about earlier when we were talking about the Mexico USA game. That's why now, this last Mexico USA game, that's the last big rival, like big World Cup qualifier, because they'll do the World Cup. They're already going.
Maybe
They're already going,
that
and
makes
then
sense.
they're already going to the 2026, and then the next one, 2030. There's more teams going, so the
Mm.
whole pressure and the rival to go is gonna lessen. They have a bigger chance now. They can play half the games and they're probably gonna go. You know, I mean, by 2030 it might change and stuff, but
I still feel like though, like USA Mexico, like that's
It'll
there'll be a
be-
rivalry. Like even
but
if it's just
not
like a
gonna be-
friendly.
It's not gonna be. There's not gonna be the pressure and like it's just.
There's Gold Cup low. There's
Yeah.
there's still
He's like,
like-
really?
Trying to compare the
Really?
Gold Cup to the World Cup.
I'm just saying though, there's still those tournaments though.
I mean, like
Yeah, but
it's not on the same. Would you rather go to an MLS final or like the game winner for the Premier League, like that they win the championship and they get the trophy? Exactly. You can't compare 2 big things like that. There's games in
Ernie.
there, but they're not like more people watch World Cup games than Gold Cup games.
And that's true. Yeah.
You
I'm gonna
know,
ask someone who won like the Copa America and then like
just
the
even
Brazil-
Copa America is still like
or the Euros.
Euros is getting there. You know,
Even the Cup World Cup or the Club World Cup, it's not even that.
You don't even know about it until the final, and then you just see
and
whatever.
you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Nine out of 10 times you see whatever Champions League team won the whole thing. You know, it's like
Yeah.
So it's just. Yeah. I'm not trying to bag down because I watch all those competition stuff. I'm just saying, like.
I don't know, it's just some competitions feel more like, enthusiastic than others.
Like, we're just saying, like, there's a Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? And then there's, like, the World Cup, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Different levels, bro. Different tax brackets.
Yeah, I mean, people try to argue it, how many people watch the Super Bowl? It's like, how many people watch the World Cup? Give me those two numbers.
It's around the world,
yeah,
dude.
It's like...
It's a billion. Like, you have to be running a billion to beat
like 1, 2, 3 billion, bro. It's got to be, like, at least, like, a good 30% of the population in the world,
and
bro.
half the people don't even actually watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Watch just the commercials or the halftime show.
Yeah.
Or, they'll only... If your team's in it, then you watch it. World Cup, you're going to watch more than one game, even if it's not your team, all that stuff. You still watch. I mean, did any of us watch the World Cup last year?
I watched
I
only
watched a couple games.
Yeah.
I watched a couple games.
USA didn't make it, so boom. Your team's not even, and then Mexico went so far, but you kept watching afterward. You still watch it, even if your teams aren't in it. You still pick a team, all that stuff. And that
you pick a team that you kind of want to win.
You watch that, you watch that from as much as you can from start to finish.
It's like automatically after your country's out, you're just like, all right, I gotta pick another country to root for.
You pick the country that beat your country. Yeah. Whoever beats you, you're like, okay, I'll root for you now. You beat me.
I always pick. I go watch the game. I'm like, which team do I don't like? And that's I'll pick for the other team. So it's I always vote against Germany every time.
Yeah, I usually go with whatever is in my blood, honestly. So I have Spaniard and Mexican in my blood. So.
I mean, it hurt that Czech Republic's not going because that's where my family's from and stuff. So, I mean, we're Czechoslovakian, but I root for Czech Republic over Slovakia. But, it sucks now because, Sweden beat them and Sweden's not even going now.
Sweden lost
You're
to Poland.
Czechoslovakian?
Yeah. Why you look at me like I ain't Swedish, but like...
Yeah, it took me a year.
Is Russia banned?
Yeah.
So they can't compete?
Yeah, because they were supposed to play Poland to see who plays against Poland versus Sweden, but since
the Ukraine thing?
Nah, fuck you. Yeah, they were like, all right, Poland gets to go to the next round.
Yeah.
But I wonder if because someone has to play Ukraine still, and then Wales plays the winner of that game. But when's that ever gonna happen?
Dude, I swear to God, they said June. I swear I said something where they
the last spot before the World Cup. We can't even do the World Cup brackets until
I know,
June
and that's
then.
the thing. They literally said it is not going to be for a while until they finally play those games. Like I think you're going to just try to do the next international break.
Damn, with that being said, damn.
With that being said, I
think it's time to move on to our next topic.
Yeah, next topic.
Next
Someone
topic.
else, or that was two. So should we do a little water break?
Let's take a break. everybody do your best impression. Take a break.
Take a break.
I was like playing rock, paper, scissors. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after a short video from our sponsors.
Little dewy sip.
Hey guys, welcome back with the second half. You know what it is, Off the Woodwork Podcast. We're coming back right with you. Let's see where we started off at, or where we coming back from. Where we starting at? Who's next?
I guess I'll go.
Young Dewey.
Okay.
Young D.
Young Dewey here. So my topic, Premier League Hall of Fame voting is actually up to the fans now. Have till April 3rd, which is on Sunday. Right now, Wayne Rooney and Patrick Vieira they were the first two that were inducted into the Hall of Fame for this year. And now we have a list of them. You get to vote for 6. So I'm just going to get all of our opinions on which 6 you would vote for and put in there. So the list goes Tony Adams. I looked it up. He played for Arsenal, defender. Sergio Aguero, Sol Campbell, Peter Cech, Andrew Cole, Ashley Cole, Didier Drogba, Patrice Evra, Les Ferdinand, Rio Ferdinand, Robbie Fowler, Vincent Kompany, Matthew Letizier, Gary Neville, Michael Owen, Peter Schmeichel, Paul Scholes, Teddy Sheringham, John Terry, Yaya Toure, Edwin van der Sar, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Robin van Persie, Nemanja Vidic, and Ian Wright. Did you get all of those?
Yeah.
I got some. I mean, I'm not
Should
gonna
have
vote
printed this
all.
shit out or something.
Sorry.
Damn.
I'll just pass my phone around. But I think the 6 I voted for.
Yeah, pass the phone.
Pass
around
the phone
once
around.
Once it's your turn.
Okay, so I voted for Sergio Aguero, possibly
Nice.
first, just like international
Yeah.
striker in the Prem. Not first, but like he's one of the best. I did vote for Sol Campbell. He was Arsenal center back, part of the Invincibles team. Who else? I think I put in Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic, the center back partnership for United. I think I even put in Paul Scholes as well. So that would be my 5. 3 United players. So
Yeah.
I didn't even put in Company or Yaya Toure. You're like, they'll definitely get there in the Hall of Fame one day, but I don't think they're quite Hall of Fame worthy yet. And then the last one I put was, I think it was Didier Drogba, just because he was amazing in the Prem as well. Like, those were my 6 that I voted for. Christian?
So, I mean, I would put Wayne Rooney as my first,
He's already in there,
but
bro.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
Dude.
You have to vote for 6 more.
I know. Relax.
What was
So,
that?
I'll choose Paul Scholes, John Terry, Van der Sar, Van Persie. That's 3. Yeah,
That's
wait,
4.
4. All right. And Sergio Aguero, and Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole.
That's where I'll go. Yeah.
Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole.
Oh my days.
He was a really good player.
All right. So I'd probably go second with Wayne Rooney. So first, Peter Cech, 100%. Amazing keeper.
Goalie.
100%. I would also go with Ashley Cole. I love the way he played. Got to see him play in person as well. Beautiful player. Rio Fernandez. He just got a Loyal jersey, if you all saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, Fernando, yeah, he was hanging out with them, yeah.
I personally would go with Vincent Kompany. I do agree with what you're saying that, eventually he will get in there. I would just put the vote now. What is that, 3?
Yeah.
I had this down too. Okay, no. I do John Terry. I know it's a little biased also because of Chelsea again, but I mean it's kind of hard not to say. Oh no, we're not.
He was a good player, bro. He was a really good player.
That was 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also do Schmeichel. I'm very biased towards keepers, but
Schmeichel.
there's a reason why these keepers are on this list.
He's going to say Joe
Yeah,
Hart
yeah.
next, even though the keeper's not even on the list. Just
Joe
goalkeeper.
Hart. Who?
I liked him, but
kidding.
not my
Just
vote.
joking.
And then I go with Paul Scholes because that guy was
Schultz.
fucking ridiculous.
Schultz.
Yeah, that's 6. I feel like that's where I'd go with it.
All right. Arnie,
I don't like Drogba.
you don't like Drogba?
It's another Holland Benzema situation.
All right. Does it have to be in any specific order?
3, 4, 2, 1, 6.
3, 4, 2. 6. All right. So for number 3. Damn.
More impressed that I actually did 6 numbers in a row without fucking up.
How about we go from 6 to 1?
Okay,
So
sure.
let's see. Let's give number 6 to Paul Scholes for sure.
It's Scholes.
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 I'm gonna have to scold you after this one. That's number 6. Number 5, for sure, Rio Ferdinand. No doubt about it. Number 4, gotta be Peter Persic. Dude, he's just a legend though. Bro, he's the only player in FIFA with a helmet.
It's true.
That's true.
Give me one other player in
It's
FIFA with a
true.
helmet.
I mean, you got the number 1 goalkeeper, the guy that gets his award. He had a hat on, but
Oh,
that's about
Yashin.
it. But that's about it. But
Okay.
the helmet.
Let's see. That was number 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Ruud van Nistelrooy, number 3, for sure. Arsenal legend. Robin van Persie, number 2. Dude, legend. Number 1, Drogba. Dude, the Chelsea Lion, bro. Come on. Wait, is Thierry Henry already in the legends already or no?
I want to say yes.
I think he is.
He should be. If he's not,
Henry, Rooney, Vieira.
Yeah.
I think there's it does every 2, so there's either 4 or 6. You can look it up, but I want to say I think he was the first one, to be honest, like the very first guy, because
better be.
no doubt.
I want to ask Andrew, would you wear a helmet? Playing goalie there?
I mean, obviously they wear it because of concussion stuff.
I
mean,
could see you rocking.
I haven't had enough that they've required it, so I don't know. I'd rather wear the hat. I like the MLS was really big on the like baseball caps for the sun. That was like a big face, and they still do it every so often. If it's just like the sun's in the right spot or whatever, and they just can't see it, you can still wear the cap and stuff. I'd probably go with a cap more than a helmet.
Just running around with the baseball cap on.
I mean, there's a few indoor games where I almost forget to take off my hat. So I'm just like wearing it, and then I'm like, oh.
Like shoes aren't tied, you still got the hat on and everything.
Yeah, that one game, shoes untied, no shin guards. I played the whole game with no shin guards, and I almost went with my hat on.
It's like the goalie for Hungary who always was wearing like sweats, cut off.
I tried that. That's not I'd rather just wear pants with like the Under Armour leggings and then just pull my socks up and stuff like that. Pants, I don't know if it was like I was too small and I had too big of pants. Every time I slid, they just kept going down. So like I'm getting up, pulling my pants up, and holding the ball. I'm like,
it's not working.
Too much work.
But back to the Hall of Fame. I think there's a lot of players that like could be in there. I just think they don't.
Like who? Like who? Maguire.
No, Maguire. Heck no. He got booed in the game.
That's a different Hall of Fame.
That's a meme Hall of Fame. No, in the recent England game, he was getting booed by the fans.
I know.
True,
I saw that.
Henderson posted something about that too.
Oh, he was like defending him, no?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
he's the captain for England.
Yeah, he's a captain, teammate, plays in the same, all that. So I fully understand and stuff. It's just
the fans don't like Harry Maguire.
The fans
and Gareth Southgate came out and was like, "You can't like." He does well. He has his moments.
Obviously, he's a good enough player. He plays in the Premier League and stuff. Like no matter what, but it's like we talked about it last time. Some of those sometimes may be good, sometimes maybe.
It's just because the amount of money they paid for him and his performance is just not,
it's not there.
Clicking. It's not clicking there. I would understand if it paid probably like me half of that.
Yeah,
like
I'd agree with that.
I would agree with his performance. Understand, but like he needs to really step it up. It's like you got paid good. You didn't go there to play.
Yeah,
pulling your players down to stop a ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
It's a big. I mean, it's a big team. Obviously, he's got a good goalie behind him.
Yeah,
slowly getting out of his
he's gonna be there
career and stuff like that. But it's like
he's a good goalie.
Speaking of personal experience, your goalie and center backs have that chemistry and the connection and stuff. So it's like if it's not there, it's just like kind of goalie's like, okay, what the fuck you doing, man? As much as he's not gonna be like, oh fuck you, but it's like
the amount of times I had to tie your shoe for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, when you got those big gloves.
The glove with the cheese touch, man.
Arnie never had that connection.
Nah, I didn't.
No, we got a different connection.
We have a Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
What's going on?
Yo.
Off camera.
Yo, you shoot, you shag, buddy.
The look is he's like, honestly, he's not the one shooting,
To answer your question though, that you asked, besides before we got off topic, who do I think like on that list? I don't think you said Robin van Persie. I don't see it. I don't think
I see it. He's good.
He's fucking good.
That has moments and everything.
Moments.
Give me your most memorable Robin van Persie memory.
Robin van Persie scores a 3-peat. Or not a 3-peat. Fucking, what is it? I think it's against Aston Villa, against Ashley Cole, too. Scores right on his ass, too. Takes him to the candy store. Like a kid in a lollipop store. Boom. Outside the box.
Can you pull up the clip?
Yeah, I can pull up the clip.
He's playing Aston Villa. He's not
Aston
playing
Villa.
against Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole, isn't Ashley Cole?
Chelsea.
Ah, shit. No, wait. Wasn't Ashley Cole in Aston Villa before he went to Chelsea, though?
Maybe. I know he played for the Galaxy, though.
Fact check.
Fact check.
You left trying to...
No. Crystal Palace and then Arsenal.
Oh, Crystal Palace. There you go.
Okay, well, the Crystal Palace was a 14 appearance alone, so it's probably most likely Arsenal. I always forget he played for Roma.
He played for Roma? Oh, wait, no, he did.
11
That was a pretty
games.
big deal.
11 games, 2 years, and then that's when he came to the Galaxy.
The only memory I have of Robin Van Persie is the diving header, the Flying Dutchman.
Flying Dutchman, yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's not even for...
That's not even for...
That's
That's
not
for
really.
Netherlands.
That was for Netherlands.
Yeah, so
That's
you
about
know.
the only thing I can...
Like he's done some pretty good goals.
Leave him alone.
I mean,
He played good too.
Leave him alone.
He helped me.
He has feelings. Stop.
Helped me
He's a
beat like Ernie and
human.
stuff.
He's not
And
like
people.
Maguire, okay? He's not a meme. He's an actual human being.
you can kind of, like, I don't know, I feel like I might be just throwing this one out here, but you can kind of compare Van Persie to Vardy in this sense.
Okay.
Yes, Vardy took Leicester City, all the way and stuff, but, like, besides that, obviously it's a big moment, but what else does Vardy really do,
Yeah.
But he's
I
always
like
one of the
that
top
comparison.
contenders for the Golden Boot. Leicester City does pretty decent, I mean, they're still in the Premier League. They haven't dropped down and stuff, makes the national team every so often, but I mean, at one point you're going to have the same conversation with Vardy going to the Hall of Fame.
I like that.
I fully see that coming,
I like that debate. Yeah.
Vardy will deserve it in the when he retires, he'll probably get it.
So are you saying he deserves it more than, does Vardy deserve it more than Van Persie?
No.
So you agree with Van Persie over, okay.
I just
Well, I
feel
mean,
like
Vardy needs more time.
I just feel like
I mean,
Yeah.
Vardy's. I mean, it's just one of those, like, I feel like they're just in the same, like, timeline. It's just Van Persie's done. Vardy's getting
I just
started.
feel
Nobody-
like
I don't know. Seems that's who comes to my mind when I think of those.
I just feel like the level of competitiveness that used to be back in the day compared to now is like a whole different level. Like, honestly, like, I'm not saying that the players nowadays, they don't show, I don't know, like, they don't show like they're trying hard, but
Passion.
like, yeah, they're
Cojones.
like, I'm not trying, they don't show passion, but just look at the gameplay, like, from players back then to players now, dude. Like, dude, back in the day, they're like giving it their all. They're going all in on fouls.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, they're fighting. Like, they might break their leg trying to go in for the ball, but they're gonna do it. Like, they're gonna run until like they throw up. Like, and like nowadays, it's like, like, you don't even, like, when they're running, you just don't see it. And then, like, I feel like the game used to be so physical back in the day. Like,
I just think of Wayne Rooney when he literally had like a skinhead and he was just literally going in.
Oh, that guy, he was.
his Shrek
Skinhead
season,
Rooney.
dude, he was God.
I remember there's like a clip. It's like a drop ball or something, and the Rooney just like kicks the guy like, that he's going against, and he'll like literally slide tackles right after. And
Bro,
Rooney was like on a sugar rush just the entire time playing, like, during his like real prime and shit, just nonstop running around. Like, baffles me for such a like short and like kind of chubby guy, like how he just dominated. Like.
but you know what it was about him? He had that shot. Like, you play indoor, you play full field, and you're like, oh, I mean, this guy's chubby, but damn, this motherfucker got a foot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can put it outside of the box from wherever he wants.
And then, I mean, his bicycle kick.
the bicycle
Dude.
kick against City.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'll give it that.
Like, he
We
can't-
all remember his Nike deal, Nike Laser, the commercials and stuff like
yeah,
that, dude.
It's just crazy to think, just doesn't matter really like your shaving size. It's what you do with it,
Christian, what do you think of Rooney?
Oh, moment.
Kind of look like him. In a good way, though.
Like I think Rooney was an amazing player. Loved him for playing for Man United, and honestly, if I wish he was a coach. Honestly, if anything, he probably like teach United now more than
I just saw something about that too.
he did.
He is not mentally ready for it. He wants to, but he's not ready.
He's at Derby right now, and Derby's like not doing so well. But he got offered the job at Everton, but he said no to that.
Yeah, he wants Man U. He's just not ready there because he knows the pressure that's gonna come.
Well, yeah, especially right now because it's like in Xavi's position, but Xavi knew what he was doing because even though the team in Saudi Arabia is not like big, but like he brought the champion to that team the minute he stepped on that field.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know like how he did because when Rooney went to Derby, he was a player manager, which I think is weird when people do that. But like,
Vincent Kompany did that when he went to Belgium.
yeah,
too.
but they both stopped pretty quickly after that, and they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do the manager part, you know. So it'll be cool. I'd like to see Rooney. You know, we saw Lampard, how he did. Obviously didn't go so well, but now, you know, Everton, I don't know how he's doing so well, but it'll be interesting. I like to watch Rooney. I mean, I was glad he came to the MLS. Got to watch him make some pretty amazing moments happen as well.
I don't know why. My favorite just memory of Lampard was when he came to play for City and he scored against Chelsea. I remember that.
That's pretty.
I saw Lampard in person.
Pretty messed up.
New York City FC.
It's pretty messed up.
It's pretty messed up.
Anyway, moving on. I think it's Andrew's turn with his topic here.
Yes.
All right, so I'm switching courses.
Andrew.
We're moving
Drew.
from lunch to dinner.
So Drew, what do you think?
Yeah, Drew.
So yeah. So I'm gonna switch it. We're gonna talk about San Diego Wave FC, the new women's team that just got created.
Yes, sir.
Played their second game ever, first home game.
Woo!
Ric Flair over there.
Unfortunately, there was no woos as they unfortunately lost 1-0 to Portland Thorns. I was fortunate enough I got to go to that game. Awesome game, amazing atmosphere. It was awesome just to see that team come alive and the amount of supporters. Obviously, it's a women's team, so there were more, you know, women, little girls there and stuff like that. It was awesome to just see how many of them were fully supportive. The amount of posters, you know, they were. I mean, Alex Morgan plays there, Abby Delkemper. Portland had Sinclair, which was awesome to watch her play as she's an absolute Canadian beast. I shook hands and talked to Carrasco, who used to play for the Galaxy. That's Alex Morgan's husband.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't like him as a player. He sucked, but I was wearing a Galaxy jersey.
Yeah, imagine watching this.
But
I like Alex Morgan as a player.
okay,
He doesn't. He doesn't.
I like Alex Morgan.
She's obviously good enough. She plays all that stuff, but I mean, big cherry picker. There's been better strikers.
Chicharito's like that, but
She's a
poacher.
But I've watched.
well, that's good. That's how strikers are supposed
But
to be.
Chito at least will come back every so often.
Yeah.
Alex, I mean, I got to watch the game. Alex, she didn't even play the full game. And, I mean, she used to. But a lot of these new girls, like the young ones, like the two draft players, there was a couple draft players, but, like, we took the number one, and, like, I can't remember the other draft number, but they killed it. And then there's this one girl, dude, I swear, she was, like, freaking 6'5" on our team.
Damn.
Dude, every ball in the air, she just, like, I don't even think she jumped. I think she just, like, tippy-toed, and she just headed it. She killed it. Like, everybody, I don't know, it was just crazy to watch that, like, everybody else did more than Morgan, in my opinion. You know. Now, if Morgan was in at the second half when they were constantly smothering the Portland side, yeah, there probably would have been a goal because Morgan knows where to stand and get that goal. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to the U.S. women's players, I don't choose Morgan. But hey, everybody's got their own opinion. You know, it's the same thing with Benzema. Same thing with
I'll choose
Holland.
Mally. Pew. Mally.
I watched her debut, first goal in San Diego. Awesome. They were playing Ireland. But I don't know. So what are you guys' opinions on the women's league or the women's soccer? You know, obviously they've expanded. They're getting better. They're getting more support. You know, the U.S. women's is getting the equal pay, all that stuff. But where would you?
It's growing.
If someone said women's soccer, what would you say?
It's growing more. More people are getting involved. You have more expansion teams coming, which means the league is obviously doing well. They're trying to get more people involved, which I think is good. We need to pay more attention to women's soccer as well, which you brought up the equal pay. So, like, past that finally, which is good.
It's got to be more competitive.
I like women's soccer because the competitive in them is actually a lot better than the pros and men's because, like, they will fight. Like,
girls,
they will fight. And that's the shit I like to see in soccer when a team actually, like, you know, puts the heart onto that stuff. This is how you guys were explaining about, like, how you guys played back in the day in the Premier League. You know, they fought for the hearts. Like, women, they actually do that in soccer, you know? So, I mean, personally, like, I like it. I like how they just keep trying to push being a pro for for women in equal pay. I believe it all.
I mean, there was like the Barcelona Real Madrid women's team game, like 90K in attendance.
Sold out. It's crazy.
That's a pretty big thing. Like I've never heard about a women's soccer team game being sold out.
The Wave was.
No.
It was 6,000.
Wait, where?
Well, I mean, but depending, like, I mean, like, think about like in the big leagues, because like Real Madrid and Barcelona, they're big, and like that is pretty big. Like 900K, you said
90,000.
90,000. Still a good amount.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that people need to you need to start doing, you got to watch club games. Can't just watch when they play internationally.
Yeah.
The U.S. women's, they've got the league that goes. Same time. They're in the preseason right now, and the season starts soon. They play pretty much the same amount, maybe a little less than the men's do, but it's like they play more than just internationally, and that's the only time most people
watch them.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, cool, that helps. Yes, you're getting to watch, but it's like there's other girls that aren't getting those views or whatever, however you want to do it. That you gotta watch them. There's some good players on those teams. I mean, the prime example, Klingenberg, U.S. women's, arguably she was a legend. She doesn't play in the U.S. women. I got to watch her play because she still plays for Portland. She did really good. She's still, not in her prime because she's not making it nationally, but like she definitely controlled her side of the field, still playing good and stuff. It's like you got to watch those. Yes, it's kind of hard to watch them because they're not always on television. They're always on like ESPN Plus, Paramount Plus, like all that crap. But it's like if you keep watching it, eventually these bigger channels are going to pick those up.
But that's the sucky thing too about honestly some of those sports too. Like certain channels pick up, like the women's, or like even channels like you want to see for sports, and like you have to get like that certain thing.
Which I think is totally bogus because, obviously today's world it's all about getting whatever app plus, Disney Plus, Netflix.
That is
That's
true.
subscription.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Like
Lots of
it's hard. It's hard to watch a women's soccer team match.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to find it. Or not hard to find, but like you usually have to pay for it.
Yeah, and it's one of those. They're like, oh, if you just do the whatever $5-$6.99 a month, then you get the whole season. But it's like some people look at it in the sense of, am I going to watch anything else on that? Because when the season's not running, it's like, am I going to watch any movies or TV shows? If they're not going to, they're like,
Not gonna
what's the point?
I mean, benefit for them.
I would because I want to watch it as much as I can and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with. I don't want to switch it back to the men's, but it's like the USL, the lower division of MLS. They're on ESPN or ESPN Plus, and then whatever local channel you may have at home. But it's like sometimes they don't even put it on the local channel. It's just ESPN Plus, but then you got to pay for that, and it's just I understand they're small, so why would these big networks pick it up? But it's like they need to get the views. People need to watch it, and they'll eventually go there. MLS was that way. Now it's on all the channels, unless it's the Galaxy.
True.
Can never watch the Galaxy games. Always pisses me off.
I felt that with some games, like, oh, you can't watch like Barcelona because it's on like ASPN, but not ESPN Plus.
I know. Like, luckily, those are starting to come over to those apps because, like, back then, you had to go to like some illegal website to get it. Luckily, now they're coming to like American stuff that you can you got to pay for it, unfortunately, but like. Because isn't it like La Liga and the Bundesliga on ESPN Plus?
I believe so. Yeah,
and then
I do
think
see them.
A few games of the
Serie A on the Paramount.
Serie A.
And then a lot of the World Cup qualifiers were on at this time.
Or
and
Paramount.
Usually you're not, and I was like, cool, that's cool. But it's like, the USA game just started.
Should be watching that. Just kidding.
Did it really?
Yes, it started.
Oh, we got a follower too.
Woo! Thank you for following.
Shout him out. Shout him out.
Kiara Chanel.
We're just gonna say
K
Chanel.
Nature and photography.
K Chanel Lotus 29. Thank you for following.
Oh, you're reading that. I was reading that. I was like, what are you reading? Like, you get the 29. But yeah, we appreciate the follow.
On Instagram, everybody go follow her. Whatever. Yeah. Thank you. We appreciate everyone.
Appreciate
all the love in sport.
Overall, it was a cool women's game to go to. I want to go to this Saturday's game when the Wave play Angel City FC. That'll also be a very good game, another home game for the Wave. The only thing I don't know what I was expecting, but their support group was not did not attend, in my opinion. There was about 4 of them.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I was, because when I was buying the tickets, it said like the one section was the supporter group, and like they play where the loyal play, and their support group, you know, that whole section's filled. So I was like, crap. And like I bought the tickets too late, and that was the only place I could get tickets. I'm like, shit, I want to sit in the support group. Like I want to sit down. I don't want to stand the whole time. And then we get there, and there's like 4 of them. I'm like, oh, okay, we can sit here, and they're not going to be in our way. Like, and one of the support guy, like people, the guy is a supporter for the loyal. Like I recognize him, but the loyal were away. But like I thought it was interesting that he did both of them. But I don't know. But like I said, it's their first time here. They just got to San Diego. They'll be in Snapdragon, the new stadium, in September. Go to that home opener for sure. But yeah, not much topic wise for me. I just want to, I went to that game. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
We gotta talk
It's all
about that
good.
more.
wait. Wave FC.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Wave FC for reposting on Instagram. Appreciate you girls
love
and
you.
guys that make up the organization. We love you. We adore you. We appreciate you. You
Yeah.
are appreciated 100% of the time, 100% of the days. Okay?
365 days a year.
There you go. Tell him, Christian. Tell him, Dewey.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Tell him, Dewey.
Tell him.
Tell him.
Tell him.
Someone's got to tell him.
Tell him, Andrew.
No, it doesn't start with me.
Oh, I guess it ends and it starts with me.
All right.
All right. Special shout out to Wave FC.
Yeah. big
Keep it
shout
up.
out.
Don't worry. A minor setback is just a major comeback.
What do you mean minor setback?
What?
They just got started.
I was gonna say-
Or are you talking about like the losses and
Yeah,
stuff? Oh, okay.
the
I was like,
loss.
I was like, I was like, what's the setback? Like they just started, but okay, the loss, yeah. They're 1-1, so
Okay.
Or actually, they tied their first one and lost.
Yeah,
They
so
haven't- they haven't
0-1-1.
won.
0-1-1.
Yeah.
0-1-1. No worries. You can turn it into 9-1-1. 9 wins, 1 draw.
I don't think there's that many games in the preseason.
Oh, it was pretty.
Well, this is preseason. They're just figuring out everything.
Oh, yeah. They're getting their formations down, their tactics.
Just wait till the regular season
But
starts.
I fully trust the coach. I mean, Manchester United women's coach. So excited that she signed with the team and stuff. That was so fucking dope.
Okay, I actually want to get you guys' opinion on the World Cup. Who do you guys think going to win?
Oh, we're taking that.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
we're just going here. Okay.
Yeah,
Another
we'll
one
go
on the
straight
World
I'm
to
pretty
it.
sure I said Belgium originally.
I think
Okay, thinking right now,
I'm pretty sure
At
I
this
said
moment.
Italy too.
I know we talked about this, but like right now,
Like
looking at
Belgium
it, who do you guys want to win, and who do you guys think is going to win? I want Spain to win, but at the same time, I want Argentina to win, and at the same time, who I think is going to win is like I can't really like,
Brazil.
no.
I think England's got a good chance. I'm gonna say.
Hell no.
Nah, I really think Argentina has a good chance,
no.
dude. I feel like Argentina has a good chance.
I don't know about Argentina.
Well, they've been playing
Sorry.
pretty good, bro.
My answers to both your questions are France.
Okay.
France and France.
Okay.
Dewey,
Oh, that was loud.
Maguire.
England, come on, my twin plays there.
Are you sure England?
England. I'm like, did Belgium qualify yet? Yeah,
Who
that
do you
was- that
want
was
to
my
win, and who do you
original.
think is gonna win?
Okay, I want to see Belgium win. Who do I think is gonna win? Germany.
Arnulfo.
I want Brazil to win. Or, what the fuck? I want Mexico to win. But most likely, I feel like Brazil's going to take it this year. I don't know. I feel like.
We'll definitely do
More
side
of that.
videos of World Cup stuff. Maybe we'll get like a bracket together and put it up on the in the background or something like that. We'll
Build your
definitely
perfect bracket.
we'll get a lot of those. That will be in November time.
Once the
Getting
team,
close.
once the pots
yeah.
are actually filled in the groups, are okay. Who do we
Yep.
think's gonna advance and
We'll
build
get,
our
we'll get
whole
all that ready. Maybe take some shot like who's gonna be the golden boot, all that.
all that fun stuff.
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of videos.
true.
A lot of videos can come out.
Man of the match.
World Cup. There's gonna be a lot of videos about the World Cup coming out.
Yeah, get ready, guys.
It's gonna be exciting.
All right, so let's switch it. We're gonna finish off this episode, but before we finish it off, we do have a big announcement. We're done. No. But no, so obviously if you're watching this, well, I guess this episode comes out on March 5th at 3 p.m., but also on March 5th at 3 p.m., Off the Woodwork's official website will also be dropping with a merch store as well. We've got some sweatshirts, T-shirts, some patches, stickers, a couple other accessories. As
For
we
all
call
the
them.
kids at the school I work at, now you can stop asking me about merch.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff on there. Definitely go check it out. We'll definitely put the links in all our social media bios. We'll put in the video bio as well. But yeah, you can start buying, your own merch. There's a lot of different color selections. Definitely more options will come in the future. We just wanted to get it out there. But yeah, I think there's shirts, sweatshirts,
Notebooks.
hoodie, notebook, sticker, patch. There's a limited edition patch. If you guys want to pick that up, they will not be in the store that long. And
You
then
get a
there's
puzzle.
also a puzzle
Yeah.
that it says in the bio, but I'll tell you now, if you do buy the puzzle, you put it together and take a photo with you in the completed puzzle, you will get a discount code that you will get later. And then you will also get a shout out in the next podcast episode. We got another follower.
Shout out to followers.
Shout out.
Yes.
Hey, who's a follower?
Leah Miles.
Liam Miles. Thank you for following, bro. We appreciate you, man. You're the
Just
best.
gotta put like a follower tracker, so each time we get a follower, it pops up. But yeah, there will also be like right now a discount code for the shop. I don't know what it will be, like 5% off, 10% off, something like that. But I'll put it right here, so you guys actually have to watch this far into the episode. I'm not gonna put any secrets or anything to be like, hey, go to this time into the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
just gotta be
Timestamp
watching. So
right now.
you just gotta be watching it. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Got some photos, a little bit of bios about everybody. Definitely more stuff coming soon on the website, but we just wanted to get it up, get it rolling. You guys can get your own merch.
Finally.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously if there's anything specific you guys want as well as a certain type of merch, we'll see what we can do. There's a lot of options. We've definitely got some brainstorming going on. We're getting it out there now just so people can
We're excited.
get their shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, patches, all that kind of stuff. But
Notebooks.
more will definitely come. We'll keep you guys updated. Like I said, links will be in all our in the bios for everything. But yeah, we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
But I think with that being said, I think we're gonna wrap up today's episode.
Link
as well.
in bios. So make sure you follow all of our social medias: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube,
Snapchat,
Anchor.
Anchor.
Twitter,
That's not Snapchat.
Not
yet.
Snapchat.
We'll get there soon.
not Snapchat.
But yeah,
That's good. Yes, that's
But yeah, go ahead and
Snapchat.
hit that subscribe, comment, like,
Like, comment, subscribe. Do all of the
tell your mom, tell your dad.
hit
Or
the
your
hit
uncle.
the bell for notifications so
Yeah.
you can get
Yup.
every episode.
yeah. So
When-
you guys don't miss an
Yup.
episode, video, all that stuff.
Yeah, and
You brought us in, so take us out.
yeah.
and
And we're
now,
done.
Oh, sorry.
and now for the world premiere, not the world premiere.
We're broadcast world. You're good.
Oh, okay. I'm nervous.
Take
Nah, I'm
two.
just kidding. I'm never nervous. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning into the Off the Woodwork Podcast, man. It's been me, Andrew, Dewey, Christian. Your boys. Anything about soccer that you want to talk about, we talk about it here first and never.
Connoisseurs.
You know what we know? We know everything about the world of soccer. So until next time, guys, go buy some merch and hit me up when you buy it, and I'll shout you out, and I might even sign it. I don't even know. Sheesh.
True. Hey, let's keep in mind the Man United's behind Dewey too. We out.
Damn.
We out here. We out.
Peace out, everyone.